Steph Curry has won 2 MVP awards and 4 NBA championships. Curry is held in high esteem by fans and his fellow NBA players. Steph Curry is married to Ayesha Curry. Together, they have 3 kids. By being an athlete, one would say the kids would become athletes too. What does Curry have to say on this? Also, find out what his kids think about his basketball skills. Watch this video for full details. First up, here are things you didn't know about Steph and Curry. Curry and his wife, Ayesha, were once in the same religious youth group as children. The majority of people are aware that Curry wed his college sweetheart. But what people probably don't know is that when they were young in Charlotte, the two met in a religious group. But they didn't get back in touch until Curry was a college basketball player and Ayesha was pursuing an acting career in Los Angeles. The pair strolled down the Hollywood Walk of Fame while sipping chai tea lattes on their first date. Ironically, Ayesha had no interest in meeting him for a date. She made an effort to avoid him when he messaged her on Facebook. Fortunately, everything worked out. Next, Curry was regarded as a kid. When Curry was a rookie in 2010, he went out to dinner with his teammates at a California pizza kitchen in Salt Lake City, Utah, after seeing a movie. The bartender didn't believe babyface Curry was old enough to drink when they sat down at the bar. Additionally, the bartender opted to card the entire team, even though she had no idea who he was. Curry tweeted about this amusing event as a result. Funny enough, Curry was approached by the bartender to ask for the phone because he had a call. A fan read the tweet and sought to verify the veracity of the information. He then requested Curry send him sporting memorabilia. Also, we have Curry's senior thesis. Curry developed an interest in the connections between tattoos and NBA players while he was a student at Davidson University. Many of the athletes he spoke with acknowledged that if they hadn't played in the league, they might not have gotten as many tattoos. The athletes were worried that if they weren't professional basketball players, it would hinder their prospects of landing a job. Curry decided to focus his senior thesis on the connection between tattoos and basketball players as a result. Because of their basketball role models, many young players obtain tattoos. Now, a little bit about his athletic family. He was born to an Ohio basketball family. Curry's father, Dell, played with the Charlotte Hornets for the majority of his career before retiring in 2002. Dell Curry was born in Akron, Ohio, into a prominent sporting family. His mother, Sonia, plays volleyball, while Sadell plays volleyball for Elon University, and Seth plays basketball for the Brooklyn Nets. Next, Curry had an excellent high school record. Curry was a basketball player all through high school. Curry relocated to Toronto when his father joined the Toronto Raptors. And after that contract expired, the family returned to Charlotte. He guided the group to 3 conference and state playoff appearances. He was also named one of the top 100 juniors in the country to watch, and he spent the summers attending camps to hone his abilities. Another thing not known about Curry is that he once acted. Steph Curry and his father appeared in a Burger King commercial in 2000. Steph Curry and his dad can be seen warming up on the court before a game in the film, which has since been repurposed as an NBA motivational clip. He was not offered major scholarships. Curry was only 6 foot at the time his high school career finished. Naturally, the majority of college coaches thought he was too short to play. Curry only received a walk-on offer from Virginia Tech, even though both his mother and father were athletes there. Now that he is among the most dominant players in the NBA, Virginia Tech must be kicking themselves for making this choice. Also, he was the 2nd highest scorer freshman. Curry was the team's 2nd highest scorer during his first season at Davidson. He had 13 turnovers in his debut game against Eastern Michigan, which resulted in 15 points. Fortunately, he recovered the following game, scoring 32 points, 9 boards, and 4 assists. By averaging 21.5 points per game to lead all freshmen in scoring, he rose to the top of the Southern Conference. Steph Curry chose a college with no NCAA tournament wins since 1969. Curry was disappointed because no prestigious institutions were eager to offer him a scholarship, and he refused to concede defeat. He received offers from Davidson, Winthrop, and VCU, 3 smaller universities. He picked Davidson, a local liberal arts college that was close to his house. Davidson hadn't triumphed in an NCAA tournament match since 1969 at this point. Curry ranks among the most well-known athletes that Davidson has ever turned out. Next, we have Steph Curry, the Good Samaritan. Curry once discovered a wallet containing $160 and gave gave it back to the owner. Curry discovered a wallet in the dining room during his second year at Davidson that was just getting started. Every day in the morning, an email was sent to the entire campus. He included Davidson since it is a tiny school where everyone looks out for one another. The young person who misplaced the wallet was unaware of its owner because his name, Wardell, was on the email. He picked up the wallet and inquired about Curry's autograph after being pleased by Curry's victory over Maryland. Up next, the best 50-point games of Steph Curry's career. We have Steph Curry's game against the Phoenix Suns on the 16th of November, 2022. Curry maintained his struggling team's competitiveness throughout the entire game in just 36 minutes while playing flawlessly on the floor. Curry shot 17 of 28 overall and 7 of 11 from three-point range to complete the game. It is difficult to talk about Curry's greatest 50-point games without recognizing that, at 34 years old, he is still among the league's finest players, and producing these types of historic performances given how effective he has been throughout his career. Next is the game against the Washington Wizards on the 3rd of February, 2016. Many teams were vulnerable to the Warriors in 2016, but not as many as the Wizards were on this particular night. Curry outperformed and outmatched Washington's John Wall despite the latter's 41-point effort. Curry scored 51 points in just 36 minutes while shooting 11 of 15 three-point attempts and 19 of 28 from the field. Also, we have the Golden State Warriors versus Dallas Mavericks on the 6th of February, 2021. Curry put up 57 points against the Dallas Mavericks, who were a contender in the Western Conference. Curry constantly has the ball in his hands, so one can expect to see him make at least 4 or 5 turnovers when he scores 50 or more points. But when it comes to his 50-point outings, Curry had one of his better ball handling nights on this occasion. Curry put on a shooting clinic, but the Mavericks were able to edge the Warriors 134 to 132 in a close game down the stretch. He made 19 of 31 field goals and 11 of 19 three-point attempts. Despite the loss, he only committed 3 turnovers and finished the game with a +7 rating. Next is the Portland Trailblazers versus Golden State Warriors on the 1st of February, 2021. The NBA regular season started on December 22nd, 2020, with just 72 games because of the COVID-19 pandemic. There was some apprehension about how the players would adapt to the shorter season and off-season. Curry provided the solution in just 6 games, so it wasn't long. Curry and the Warriors triumphed 137 to 122 at home against Damian Lillard in a matchup of head-to-head competition. Curry scored 62 points in just 36 minutes, setting a career high for a single game. He made 18 of 31 from the field and 8 of 16 from three-point range. In addition to giving us another great 50-point effort from Curry, this game helped NBA fans regain their enthusiasm for a short season. Lastly, for this segment is the game against the New York Knicks on the 27th of December, 2013. Although that's not always the case, the fact that Curry scored his first 50 points on the grand platform of Madison Square Garden made it all the more special. Curry scored 54 points in 48 minutes on 18 of 28 shooting and 11 of 13 three-point attempts. This was one of 3 occasions when Curry would score 50 points, but still lose with his team. However, when one performs as well as Curry did on the stage at the age of just 24, that performance stands out from the rest. Finally, Steph Curry reveals how his 3 kids are following in his athletic footsteps and how they are not impressed with his basketball skills. Curry gave an exclusive interview to E! News at the December 8th, 2022 Sports Illustrated Sports Person of the Year Awards, where he got the night's titular honor. He said that he doesn't think his children worry too much about how many times the ball goes in the basket. He added that they have attended a few parades and other events, so they take pleasure in the celebrations around a victory. Curry has 2 daughters, named Riley and Ryan, who were 10 and 7 years respectively, and also a 4-year-old son, Cannon. Curry said that the most important thing to his family is that he is a good father. The Golden State Warriors point guard stated that getting to watch them develop and blossom and find their personality and support them and have fun with them is the nicest thing about it. But it doesn't mean Steph's children won't start their sporting careers in the future simply because they aren't now focused on his career. Curry stated that their oldest is interested in playing volleyball, but middle kid Ryan hasn't made up her mind about whether or not she likes sports. Steph claimed that his youngest is already already displaying promising athletic abilities. The 34-year-old said Cannon is only 4, but over the next couple of years, they will find out what he's interested in. He added that no pressure exists. They simply want to encourage them and help them find what they enjoy. He constantly stands by his family, and they do the same for him. The sport, according to Steph, is what enables him to make the kind of sacrifices necessary to perform at that level by allowing him the room to devote himself to his profession. He added that he intends to support them through whatever challenges life presents because of the unwavering love and support of wins, defeats, amazing games, and bad games. Well, there you have it on what Steph Curry's children think about his basketball skills, and also Curry revealing how his 3 kids are following in his athletic footsteps. Let us know what you think in the comment section. Do not forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next video. Bye now.